Yo, what is going on guys, Houndish here, and thanks a lot for dropping by today for another Destiny PvP video. And today we're going to be taking a quick fire look at the Bad Juju exotic pulse rifle in the Crucible as part of my kind of exotic weapons PvP series. So the Bad Juju has definitely benefited a lot from the pulse rifle buff that we had a few weeks ago. It works better than it did when the game launched, that's for sure. And you'll have to ignore this little teabag right here. That hunter previously killed me with his Soros regime he bought from Xur, and then teabagged me, which made me very, very sad. So I had to do it back a little bit. But anyway, like I said, the gun definitely works, a lot better than it used to in the Crucible. But some people would still consider that it was, fairly underpowered compared to other weapons such as the Red Death, and then other things like the Thorn and the Soros regime, which are quite popular in the Crucible. The unfortunate thing is with the Bad Juju is that it doesn't necessarily offer you any advantage, and there's no perks that can necessarily counter that kind of, playstyle. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, but those who use it a lot, those who kind of can get skilled with it and hit them shots really well will probably, have a lot more uses and a lot more fun with this kind of weapon. So to talk about kind of the general stats on it, the impact is pretty low, the fire rate is kind of high, and then the range is low, but it has a higher stability. So it's the kind of gun that you're going to want to be fairly aggressive with. It does work much better in a closer range, but imagine having the health regen perk that you had on Red Death, but it being able to be that little bit more aggressive. It would definitely be really useful. Not to say that you can't do that with Red Death, because people who are really kind of comfortable with that weapon definitely can. That's where kind of Bad Juju suffers a little bit against other weapons. But the String of Curses perk is kind of like two perks at once. One, regenerating your super energy on kills, and two, reloading the clip on a kill. Now that can be kind of useful in the Crucible, and if I slow this clip down right here, you'll see I could take this guy out, and then the clip reloads, and I managed to take the second guy out. Now it's very much situational. If you have a situation like this, it can be really useful if you get kind of a flank on a group of enemies or a whole team in a zone that are fairly unaware of you, for a period of time. It can be really useful because you can just keep firing basically, whereas if you had to take a couple out and then back off around the corner and reload, you're kind of giving them more response time, more time to kind of notice and then try and take you out, making it generally harder for you. So in that kind of situation, this gun can be really, really good. And as well, if you get a couple of guys kind of, lined up in front of you or attacking you, and you manage to get the drop on them and do that damage, it could definitely be useful again to get that kind of double kill and take them down. But the kind of thing you're fighting against is that lower damage and time to kill compared to a lot of other weapons. That's kind of the main disadvantage with this gun. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag. The String of Curses, like I said, is definitely situational. Now to talk about it in a PvE context, this weapon, is much more useful if you're soloing stuff, you're getting, most of the kills, or you've got loads of very low tier kind of enemies lining up for you. Like thralls at the start of the raid can, be pretty useful to just keep firing, literally a lot of the time. But right here is another great example of the String of Curses perk, kind of as these guys come right over here. Managed to pick that guy off, it's reloaded the clip, and I can carry on working on that guy. And that's just kind of another PvP example right there. But like I was saying, in PvE, you're definitely going to want to be able to get those kills. If you end up playing with a team and kind of losing the actual kill itself, then you're basically losing all of the benefits that the Bad Juju offers you. So like I was saying, more of a kind of soloing weapon, or in a particular situation where you can take down loads of enemies, like in the Abyss in the raid. But anyway guys, that's kind of my overall impressions of the Bad Juju, some quick thoughts and information on this gun. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop me a comment with your thoughts on the weapon, if you've kind of used it and what you think about it, and drop me a like, and also consider hitting that subscribe button for a lot more Destiny content. But for now, you guys take it easy, and I will catch you very soon. Peace out and goodbye.